I don't know. I mean, it's just for me. I know it stings for all of us, but to see like our youth be able to, just kind of keep fighting, keep battling. It's just it's huge. And so they may not feel great right now, and they shouldn't. Losing stinks. But to be able to put ourselves in a position, even when we're not at our best, I was really impressed with that.
I mean, we scouted them. We knew that they'd put up 106 threes in their first 3 games. So we knew that was a point of emphasis. So just making sure we got a hand out to all those shots. And I thought we did a good job. The ones that they started to hit were the ones where they came off O boards and stuff like that. So we need to clean that up. But yeah, defensively, like I think we kept them to 30 points in the first half, which is a great effort. Unfortunately, we weren't scoring down the other end, but we were getting great looks. But we cleaned that up and we put ourselves in a position to win that game.
Yeah, I mean, I think we were just moving the ball around. I think in the first half the ball was sticking a little, and that zone was just making us overthink. And then second half, I think we just played a simpler game, shared the ball, moved it around, and got open shots, and we were able to knock them down. So.
Yeah, I think she's just getting used to these 3 games and the preseason, just getting used to the different level of physicality. Obviously, in terms of her performance, people are just going to work her up further up in the scouting report, so they'll be ready for her. But geez, I don't know. I just still see someone who really believes, keeps battling, keeps pushing through. Her poise in the moment is exceptional, and we're talking about a rookie. I mean, we're talking about someone who's 3 games into her W career. So just love everything about her, and expecting that she'll continue to build, a double double, and probably not at her best. Probably says a lot about her as a player.
I'm made out of crowds here in center. How was it? You guys played in the finals as well. How you beat it?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. It's pretty special that this organization's been able to do that in 2 games. It's great that we've got a 13th team in the league. But I think last year we saw so many big crowds too. So it's great that they've come in and been able to, see this growth immediately. But we're seeing it all over the WNBA. So it's something that we're going to get used to. We're going to play in front of 16,000, 17,000, 20,000 people crowd on any given night. So it's exciting. It's the direction of women's basketball that we've all wanted. And yeah, we've just got to embrace it. It sucks when you're on the road, but it's an awesome atmosphere, and it's a great, and it's fun to play in front of that.
Tyler?
Hey, all. Sydney, question for you. In the final quarter, you both had Slim and Kiki play the entire duration of that frame. Can you just talk about kind of your thought process there and giving them that extended run?
Yeah, I mean, we're a little short-handed with our front court in terms of Kira being out, and we just kind of Steph had some foul trouble, and so we're just kind of trying to find the right fit there, front court wise. And then there's no secret in terms of Slim and the value she brings to the team. So it's just kind of hard to imagine having her sit alongside me in that fourth frame, and thinking that was like us being at our best. So just felt like she had to be out there as well.
And what are you trying to do in these situations where obviously Slim has the hot hand and she's playing so well, but you want to get more players involved in the offense? What are you doing on the sideline to try and, I don't know, do you want to keep feeding Slim, or are you trying to make sure that everyone's still getting their touches and their looks?
Yeah, no, 100%. We got to move the ball from side to side. It's one of our, offensive standards is sharing that basketball. And so, I think for Slim, I think the important thing is to be able to make plays for herself and others. and so we certainly have to have our continuity and different things. But if she's at the point of the attack, there's no problem with that, and she can get downhill and she can score, make some things happen. But as teams rotate over, on one play she got bottled up, and I don't know if she knew, but there were like 4 of our players rotating over to try to help her out. So in terms of giving her a release pass, so we'll clean that stuff up. But that's also just the respect that Slim has in our league. And then, but also there's a balance that we have on our team that we feel really good about, really, really good about. So that's on us to find that. And, I think we have, but maybe today we lost a possession here or there in terms of having some struggles there.
I have one quick one for Jade. Jade, you filled up the stat sheet tonight coming off the bench. I know your role isn't necessarily as a traditional player that come off the bench. You're still getting a lot of minutes and playing a lot of time. How are you feeling that connectedness happening with your teammates and just with all the new players coming in your role?
Yeah, just continuing to learn and build every day. Like Coach said, one of our offensive standards is to share the basketball around. So as a point guard too, like you want the ball in Slim's hands as well. So just trying to make the appropriate reads. But for me, like I don't worry about the stat sheet at all. It's all about how can I put my teammates in successful positions and also whatever I can do for the team. So I like to bring energy off the bench. I really like my role. It's just getting used to that. But yeah, just playing with a lot of pace, a lot of fun. Yeah, and just enjoying and being that connector for my team.
Jen?
Hey, everybody. Sydney, can I just start with a quick clarification of what you were saying to Tyler? You mentioned being shorthanded with Kira out tonight. Was she not available down the stretch?
I think so. I mean, one of our trainers came over and said we probably shouldn't put her back in. So I don't have like a medical update or anything like that, but that was the word. And so just wanted to be mindful of not pushing anything there. So I don't want to be alarmist, but more of like that's what I got during the game. And so I had to factor that in terms of who we were looking to rotate.
Gotcha. And sticking with the front court real quick, noticed Sika got a jump in minutes from Sunday, and I'm sure some of that is being shorthanded, but played more than Emily, played more than Kira. What made you decide that she was where you wanted to go?
Yeah, I honestly like the way they approach practice, like they're battling and making it tough to keep them on the sideline. I mean, that's just frankly what it is. So, right now it seems like there's enough minutes. We're certainly being challenged in terms of our front court to hold people off on the boards and things of that nature. And then there's different versatility on the other end. I really like to see Sika line it up and shoot a 3, give an elbow shot, a look. Kira brings her strengths. Aaliyah will when she's, healthy. So, I mean, our front court is loaded. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. So, just trying to see whose spark and rhythm we can ride in different moments, given what we're seeing from the opponent. That's the best I can tell you.
And then I just have one for Sonia and Jade each on Slim. Sonia, if I can start with you, Slim with a 30-piece today. What impressed you the most about how Slim was cooking out there?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have I don't have enough good things to say about Slim. I mean, she's just an amazing player, an amazing leader. And I mean, when she's playing like that, you want to get her the ball. She had the hot hands, and she's just relentless. She's, whether it's the drive, whether it's the 3, the pull up, she has it all. So to see her play like that, I mean, it's encouraging, and she's just an amazing player.
And Jade, just for you real quick, with Slim, are you seeing teams like play her even differently than they did last season, like adjust to the kind of video game numbers that she's been putting up so far to start the season? And if so, like how are you kind of seeing her adjust or approach that?
Yeah, I think Slim's game has grown, yeah, in the last 6 months. I think Unrivaled really helped her. But she's a fantastic leader, and that's the thing I think I feel like it's weird if I'm 22 and I say I'm most proud of someone that's 30 something years old, but that's the thing I'm most proud of. Like I saw her 3 years ago when she was like my vet, when she came out to Australia, and I've just loved to see her like leadership journey. But yeah, in terms of the way she's playing, she's a legit 3-level scorer now. She's handling the hedge as well. She's finding open players. So the growth in her game's been unbelievable and stuff. And like Sony said, there's not enough good things to say about her. She's constantly like in our ear. She's telling us, quick turnaround, like how do we pick ourselves up and get on to Vegas now. But yeah, she's a fantastic leader, great player. Teams are obviously going to scout her. I mean, she's had, like you said, video game numbers. So just continuing to help her out. And once, we can start knocking down a few more shots as well, it's going to take less attention off her. So it'll be a real team effort. But like I said, Slim's been unbelievable.